Hey guys, Pat Tokuyama here, creator of All Day I Eat Like a Shark. Today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite microphones for video or audio production. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was the Rode 2 Wireless Go microphones. And here is one of the transmitters. I'm using the second one right now with the lav mic. So here's the other one that's currently on, and then the receiver is actually on the camera. So this particular set of transmitters and one receiver has been my go-to for the past couple years. Previously, I used the Sennheiser AVX microphone set, which was great, but these Rode Wireless Go microphones have a lot more functionality, in particular being able to have a backup recording, and I think a little bit of wiggle room in case you have some really loud noises. I can't think of the term right now, but it won't clip your audio is what I'm trying to say. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to switch to these. So overall, I've been really happy with them. I think it would have been great to have a second receiver, for people who are doing like multicam setups, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But we'll get into some of the pros and cons. So the main reason that I wanted to get these in the first place was for the functionality. Like I mentioned, you're able to also use this with a smartphone app. If you decide to download that on your Android or iOS device, that gives you some additional functionality and controls and customization ability too. Starting with the pros, it's very easy to use. All you got to do is turn on the button here for the transmitter and then turn the button on the receiver and then plug in the cable to your camera, and then it's ready to go. The receiver has the option if you want to record two people, right? Because you have two transmitters. So you can record one person on one channel, the left channel, and another person on the right channel, which again makes post-production much easier when you're doing your editing. In addition, there is very good sound. It sounds like a very nice microphone, whether or not you use the built-in mic with a little dead cat or a secondary lav. They both sound good either way. And also, it backs up the audio recordings like I mentioned. So for whatever reason, your file gets corrupted on your camera, you always have a backup. This has that functionality built in. Definite plus. So some of the cons, the case that it came with is tiny. I forgot to bring it out, but it's just maybe 2 to 3 times bigger than this transmitter. It doesn't hold much. So if you're going to be traveling, you're probably going to need at least a double or triple size because the mics alone, or the transmitters alone, take up the entire space of that sleeve. In addition, there isn't any lightning cable. So if you use an iPhone like I do, and you want to connect it to your iPhone, you're going to have to buy a separate cable to connect it. I would say that it has a lot of functionality that most people may not ever use. So I don't know if that's really a con, but maybe if you don't use all of those functions, you're paying for them, that could be a con. Maybe they could have decreased something to make it, I guess maybe have different levels of the mic. So anyways, overall really happy with this setup. Like I said, I think one of my wish lists for maybe V2 or V3, if they ever do that, update this microphone, is to have a second receiver to help you with multicam setups, camera 1 and camera 2. All right, so I think that was everything that I wanted to mention for these mics, the Wireless Go 2. I think they have a package where you can just get one mic or one transmitter and one receiver, so that's always an option as well.